What's up everyone, welcome to a new video here on this second channel. Normally we would make a video on the main channel about our last trip to Turkey, but there's two good reasons why we didn't, and I'm gonna tell you more about that in a second. So we're gonna give a little update. I had a clinic there, the NP7 experience, so we had a couple of guys coming from Europe to Turkey, to go windsurfing together, to have a good time, to learn something, and then we had 6 Turkish people joining, and actually it was quite a trip. A lot of things happened. So we arrived to Turkey, and obviously every trip has its unique challenge. You remember maybe back in America we had some challenges with a rental car where we had to spend the night at the airport. So that was a wild story, and this time in Turkey the challenge was they didn't have the right rental car for us. So another rental car story. The endless tales of Nico, Prien and rental cars, but finally we have one. After them telling us they don't have a van, they don't have anything in the size that I rented, but we managed to find one in another company. They gave us a free upgrade to a smaller car. Amazing.
Waren wir das?
Yeah. In the process of squeezing in the gear to somehow make it fit, we broke the windshield, the front windshield of the car. So yeah, that was a nice little arrival story. Luckily the car rental company was lenient, but yeah, these are the kind of things that you deal with when you travel with windsurf gear.
Whoop whoop! Turkey! Here we are!
Don't show these guys the broken window, Lars. I said don't. Nothing happened. Nice to meet you guys. Hi. Hi. So we arrived to the spot, which is called Alaçatı. It's kind of the main windsurfing spot in Turkey, and you can really feel it because there's a big windsurfing community. And there's a good reason why it's the main spot. It's such a paradise. It's like basically kind of like it looks like a swimming pool. A little bit like Bonaire, but you still have a deep part, which is actually nice because we had some foilers in the group. So it's a really nice spot, and because it's such a nice spot, also because it's such a nice spot, there's loads of kids windsurfing there. And when we arrived, and basically throughout the whole time that we spent there was just kids and youth coming all the time to us, saying hi, letting us know that they're watching the videos, recognizing Lars, recognizing me, which is just awesome to see that, everyone over there is stoked about windsurfing, is following along what happens in the windsurfing world, in the PWA, our videos. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. That was really awesome to see. Nice to meet you guys.
I love your videos, I always watch them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I am a huge fan. Fuerteventura, Gran Canaria, Garda.
You're watching all of it?
Yeah.
So it was windy straight away. Obviously, I wanted to get out on the water. I had a couple of things to prepare for the experience, for the clinic, but obviously it was windy, so we had to spend some hours on the water at least. I rigged the A2. It wasn't crazy windy, but the forecast was supposed to drop for the coming days, so wanted to make the most of it. Lars came out with a camera, so we wanted to take some photos, and luckily there was Tuna out there. Shout out to Tuna. He was out there flying with a drone, and it was just a really nice welcoming trip. really cool once again to see how many people came from all over for the windsurfing clinic, for the experience, to learn something, to immerse themselves in the Turkish culture and get some windsurfing. Unfortunately, the first days we didn't have any good wind. We were a bit unlucky the first days, but obviously later on we were super lucky. But therefore we had a little bit of an alternative program. We had a lot of theory. We talked about differences in the sails, how to rig the sails correctly, how boards are shaped. And then also at some point we got a bit bored and we wanted to get some activity in, so we went out on the stand-up pedal board. Yeah, and then it happened, guys. What can I say? Super unlucky. I broke the blade off the pedal while I pedaled. My pedal stroke was a little bit too strong, and yeah, as it broke off, I basically stomped the stick into my foot. So the blade broke off, and as I was in the movement, the stick kind of went towards my foot and I cut my foot quite badly. First moment, obviously, I hoped that that nothing bad happened, but obviously I quickly realized that there was quite a deep cut, and yeah, out of all the things I'm doing, it had to happen while stand-up paddling. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, these things happened. Went straight to the hospital, had to get stitches, 10 stitches to be exact. Was quite a deep cut. Shout out to everyone over there at the ACPC center helping me, taking me to the hospital straight away. But yeah, for me that basically meant that for the rest of the clinic I couldn't go back on the water, and that of course was a bit disappointing. Luckily, because we were 14 participants, I decided to take another coach with me. So Sven was there helping out, and that was actually really lucky because obviously I couldn't go on the water windsurfing. I was out on the boat every day, basically all day long, trying my best to coach everyone from the boat. Sven was on the water. Yeah, the wind was blowing from I think the third day on. So yeah, overall just super good vibe. Everyone was really eager to learn, and that's always super nice for me to see. Like, yeah, they come from whatever background, but we all have this one thing in common: we want to improve in windsurfing. And no matter where you're from, what you work, who you are, you immediately click with all the other people, and there's this common vibe of improving. So obviously, even though I would love to, I can't talk about every single person that attended because everyone made great progress. But I'm gonna pick Salva as an example because Salva also joined my clinic in Tenerife, and then he came to the DefiWind experience, the Surf Center DefiWind experience. He came now to Turkey, and he's going to be in Bonaire as well for the next experience. By the way, if you're eager to join one of the experiences or the upcoming one in Bonaire, I'll link it down below, go and check it out. But Salva, yeah, really wants to improve. He's not windsurfing for so long. I think he said maybe 1 or 2 years he's windsurfing, but he's so eager. And I saw him the last time in France at the DefiWind. So that was a couple of months ago, and the progress he made from there to here is impressive. And then again, the progress he made in just these few days was even more impressive. He really focused on his speed, so he likes to go fast. I told him, maybe you have to also practice a bit your jibes, not just go for the speed all the time. But yeah, he's become really fast. His technique has improved so much. He's really leveraging the fin from the side, leaning out, making the board fly, starting to go really fast. And yeah, I think he was a good example for how well the whole group progressed.
I'm the only one out here on the floor. The foundation is shaking and the windows all are breaking, but I'm not about to run for the door. Save yourself by never wishing you were somebody else. Stay for the fire and swim through the night of the flood. Ain't nothing weaker than a fear when it's gone. Hold up your ladder and sing for the ones that you lost. Ain't nothing stronger than the people we love.
So next up, at least for me, is recovering my injury on the foot. I just got the stitches removed a couple of days ago. So now I have about a week that I can't get back on the water, and afterwards, yeah, the training for the next World Cup, the Foil World Cup on Sylt, starts basically for me, because I didn't have a proper preparation yet. So I have like 1 or 2 weeks preparing for Sylt. Before the World Cup on Sylt, we're going to the Rio trip in Netherlands, so that's in Makkum. It's a long distance race. Basically everyone can take part. If you want to join, be sure to come around. Then from there we're going straight to the World Cup Sylt, 9 days. We're going to take you guys along, obviously, again on the main channel, so be sure to subscribe if you're not yet, both to this channel and also the main channel. We'll link it down below. Yeah, and then we have a couple of more trips planned afterward, to which we will take you guys along as well, obviously. And yeah, I just hope my foot is in good condition quickly, and I can get some water action again and take you guys along. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for following along our story, and I would say I see you guys soon.